I know you wouldn't pick it from the aesthetic I exude on this show, but I actually really like running. And I did City to Sea, which is Melbourne's equivalent of City to Surf, on the weekend. Now, they try to make it fun and funky and cool, which are all words which aren't fun, funky or cool. But what they do is they book DJs, they book live bands, and to represent the St Kilda music scene, at the top of Fitzroy Street, kind of near the Junction Oval, they had Opal Ocean sitting to my right, Natav and Alex, who played for 3 hours. Was that right?
3 hours, nearly straight.
Yeah. Had a bit, maybe two 10-minute breaks.
Yeah. But anyway, one of those breaks happened when I was running past, which was bitterly disappointing because considering I wanted to see them. But there's a bit of a story behind why they'd stopped the second time round. Do you want to tell us about what happened?
Yeah, so obviously the marathon's a nice early morning thing, and we were playing outside our apartment block. And
what time did you start?
We started at 8.
8 o'clock, even earlier, I think, like 10.
Sound check was about, Basically what happened was we had a resident come down and he kind of lost it at us. He was swearing and he was threatening to cut the cables. Yeah, so basically...
But then what happened?
Yeah, well...
Guys, the point.
Yeah, the point. So basically, 5 minutes... He goes back to the apartment and 5 minutes later... An egg comes out of nowhere. I didn't see it, and hits my pedal board, my legs. Had to kind of stop and clean up the mess, and it was hot. There was flies everywhere, and so the whole stage for the rest of the day was just kind of covered in flies, eating all the gear, and so it was a bit of a weird one. But we made sure the show kept going.
Yeah, but you guys were egged, which is, I guess this is, I mean, look. I have to admit, if I had a full band set up at the front of my house at 7 a.m. on a Sunday, I don't know if I'd not throw an egg. So
Alex is in the same boat.
I agree. I think I would have done the same thing.
Wednesday night, we have Tanzia. She's doing her residency at the Grace Starling Basement. It's $8. She's playing this time with June Jones, who's from Two Steps on the Water. And Two Steps on the Water, a little bit like the Triffids, maybe, like the real 80s alt-rock sound coming back. But no, it's amazing. So get down there this Wednesday. Dave, you recently had an event at the Grace Starling. What do you think of it as a venue?
It's a great venue. When I was sitting there as a bit of a jewel on Smith Street for a long time, and until about 2009, it wasn't doing that much as a music venue or as a pub that you'd go to, but it's the guys that took it over, friends of mine actually.
Oh, yeah. And have Dallas Crane done many shows down there?
No, I've done shows down there with my other band, Gun Street Girls. I used to book that room upstairs. Yeah,
oh, really?
I actually started it. I'm not bragging, but I did.
Thursday night, speaking of banging rock and roll bands like Dallas Crane, we have Band of Skulls. And Band of Skulls are probably one of my favourite revivalist bands of the 70s metal scene. They're from Birmingham, and they've got a new album out, which is called By Default, with a banging new single, Black Magic. Really, really good. They're playing with From Oslo, who we've had on What's On a bunch of times. Look how big they've become. And also Pretty Littles. This is an amazing show at the Croxton. It's $54.90, which, wow. For Band of Skulls, it's a bargain. Friday, November 25, Dallas Crane are launching their new single, Cheyenne, down at Northcote Social Club with Chris Russell. I just had a blank with Chris Russell. Fuck you guys.
It's written down.
It says it there.
The new single is called Cheyenne, and I've just got I printed off some lyrics from this song, which you write, Dave. She was never one to fall in line. She left Hollingwood hanging on a telephone wire. She took a Cinderella slipper and her diamonds and gold and threw them all into the fire, singing "Blow, Wind, Blow." Yeah. Now,
should have seen what it was before we changed it.
Now, what are you alluding to there?
It's basically saying in a roundabout way that it's someone that was pretty unhappy with the sort of phoniness of celebrity life and has chucked it away and said fuck it all.
Now, I understand the forthcoming EP is quite a clever dad pun as the title.
EP Phone Home will be coming out in... What's everyone laughing at? Are we some kind of joke to you?
When's the EP Phone Home coming?
So, like a lot of things in Dallas Crane, we'll be in a tour bus and Pete will go, what about EP Phone Home? And we'll go, oh, and we'll go, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And then we thought, we'll get a mate to do the cover and just see if, and if we get that far in the conversation where we're still sort of think it's stupid and funny enough, we'll carry it on with it. Yeah.
All right, we'll get down to the show to see this.
Never be released.
Now, it's so as we mentioned, Draft Dodgers are playing, which features Tim Rogers, of course, from UMI, and also Jack from Bittersweet Kicks, who's an amazing frontman. But opening the night is the incredible Chris Russell. Now, you've dropped the chicken walk for this show.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
You've heroin.
No, just old man sleepy. Yeah.
So you've dropped the chicken walk for this show.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Dave won't pay enough.
Your style is, I mean, is it Delta blues? Is
No.
that no? What sort of
it's-
blues is it?
It's North Mississippi Hill Country, which is north of the Delta, south of Memphis.
Well, what are the main differences for us ignoramuses like me?
North Mississippi Hill Country is more contemporary. It's more what sort of speaks to the last 40 years.
Yeah.
Black people play it, whereas a lot of Delta blues these days is played by white folks.
Yeah.
It's got a drive and rhythm. It's tough. Doesn't have many chord changes, and it's hypnotic.
Will you bring out your older songs at this show at Northwood Social Club?
Are you saying there's something wrong with my new songs?
No, he's just calling you old.
Yeah. No, well,
No, but a lot of artists, release an album, tour the album, and kind of say goodbye to those songs, and then
Dave here's saying there's something wrong with my new... No. I usually... What I try and do is just read the room and play what I think feels right then.
especially when you're solo.
Yeah, at any time. I don't think I've ever really written a set list that I've stuck to.
Now, also on Friday night, we have the Submarines, which is Nathan sitting to my left. Now, the Submarines are an incredibly driving rock and roll band. They've been on the scene for a couple of years now, but they're yet to put out a major release. Probably because they also form the backbone to the massively popular Tarantinos, who play songs from Tarantino movies. Nathan, is that the reason you haven't been able to put an album, mate? You've been playing 3 gigs every week for the last 2 years?
Yep, we're lazy and we also play in the Tarantinos.
Yeah. So, but at this print show, which is free on Friday night, there are a lot more fully formed Submarine songs that you'll be playing now. Because you've got the album in your mind.
No, we're still jamming the old songs.
Now, Submarine's drummer Joe has recently joined the Tarantinos. Jerry Cola, yep. Has the Submarine sound seeped into the Tarantino's renditions a bit?
I would say the other way around. Okay. I would think like there's a better formula of songwriting after playing these great songs for so long. Yep. And so it's like a tighter, more cohesive kind of thing happening. Yeah.
What song from Quentin Tarantino movies do you think is the best that represents the Submarine sound?
Oh, there's no song that represents Submarine sound.
I know, but what song do you like playing the most?
I would say Rumble. Yeah. Rumble's the best song. Yeah.
What about Stuck in the Middle with You?
No, that's a shit song.
All right, get there. It's a free show at Prince. We've got Ben Rhodes opening the night. Quickly on Saturday night, we have Ben Harper doing his show with the Innocent Criminals at My Music Bowl. It's about $100. He's got a new album out, and it's got a song called Remember When Sex Was Dirty, and it features Remember When Sex Was Dirty and the Air Was Clean. I mean, I don't think unprotected sex has ever really been something to sing about, Ben Harper. Now, on Tuesday night, November 29, at the Workers Club, we have Opal Oceans launching their debut album. Guys, you've sat here so patiently to my right after telling a funny little anecdote about getting eggs thrown at you. It's an album called Lost Fables. Now, you guys are instrumental, purely instrumental. I wanted to talk to you about the opening track, Sticks. In just 2 minutes and 12 seconds, you managed to sort of introduce the story. And I guess that's the power of dueling guitars, is that it can speak to people on a level beyond words. Did you ever try and sing, or was it like, we're such sick guitarists, we'll let the guitars tell the stories?
I'll let you explain this one.
Alex?
Well, basically the way we worked is that we were so passionate about the guitar playing and so passionate about being able to tell stories without the singing part. Because first of all, none of us can sing for now. The whole concept of the album was to really being able to tell stories and even, touch a bit of the soundscape kind of area. To just take the listener onto a journey that, is kind of up to them, and we could just
more like a
don't
movie
know.
soundtrack
Yeah,
rather than your typical. Here's the story. I'm going to feed it to you.
Yeah. And so what's the track after 6?
Tribal Instinct. So that's actually, it's a bit weird, but it's actually the single launch that we're doing, even though the album's out.
Yeah.
And but basically, that story is just kind of a follow up to Styx. And Styx is the River of Dead.
Yep.
And
great mythology.
Yep. And that's one. And Tribal Instinct is kind of the follow up where you get into the jungle and you get into. Well, I guess we just released a music video as well. That explains a bit more about the story.
Right.
But
And now I checked this out on, what's that streaming service everyone has?
Spotify.
I checked it out on Spotify. Where can we buy the album? Bandcamp or?
It's available everywhere now. So iTunes, it's available on Bandcamp. It's available on our website if you want a physical copy. As well as we play Burke Street Mall a lot.
Tell us a little bit about the supports and finally how much it is.
Yeah, so we've got opening night. We've got David Knight and we've got Jack the Fox, and they're a duo, but they got quite a unique sound. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of got a bit of didge, got a bit of like great singing as well, bit of kind of blues, kind of folky thing going on as well, and so we got those two opening up for us. Tickets are $10 at the door at the Workers Club, or you can pre-sale them as well. We're gonna do.
We're gonna do something special.
We're gonna do like a little prize package for pre-sale people, because
get
get
t-shirt
a t-shirt and stuff like that.
Thanks for watching What's On. Chris, I'm so sorry for fucking your name up.
That's all right. My name's pretty fucked up anyway.
It's not really. Well, no, there is a saying.
you're drunk.
There is a saying, never trust a man with 2 first names.
How dare you? How dare you? My girlfriend has 2 first names.
She man.
No, but her name's Alex.